Premierships.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this marvellous spring day here in Melbourne, and of course the second day of the VATC's Racing Carnival. Great day on Saturday with plenty of upsets, of course, with the Guineas being awarded to Marwong, the 66-to-1 chance. The outstanding win by Drought in knocking off some of the great horses, including Rubiton in the Caulfield Stakes. Well, it's Coonji Handicap Day, the second day of the VATC's Carnival, and it's a great time to be out there at Caulfield, of course. We're going to bring you all the action here, live on 7 from the racing at Caulfield, Canterbury and New South Wales, and of course the TAB program from Gawler in South Australia. Your normal host from the studio is Pete Donegan. Pete's not feeling too well. He caught a bit of a virus in the marathon coverage last Sunday here on 7. I know Pete's watching at the moment. Keep your feet up, Pete, and I hope you can get to that phone account and back a couple of winners. And we hope we can find you a couple of winners throughout the day, Pete and ladies and gentlemen. And one of the key people that we need to do that is Jenny Chapman. We welcome Jenny again to our coverage here at 7. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Brian. How are you? Anyway, I know one thing. I started track work again yesterday morning after 6 months of not having ridden a horse. And lucky I'm sitting down because I can't walk at the moment.
You can't walk?
No. Oh,
you've made a comeback to riding, Jenny?
I have, yeah. Well, our racing season starts off in a couple of weeks' time, so right. I want to get myself fit and ready to be able to ride in those races.
And all those muscles have gone to sleep?
Had they ever. It just makes you realise how fit these jockeys are that are riding 6, 7 horses a morning and then going out and riding in races right throughout the week, how fit they are, because I know I only rode one horse and I can hardly move.
Jed, when you and in the first event, we put the pen through number 15, Songbook, number 18, Tristram Court, 15 and 18 out of race 1. Race number 2, Wings on a Heels, who is pre-post favourite for the race. This filly has been scratched today, number 1, number 12, Bold and Noble, and Inkavar, number 13, 1, 12, 13 out of race 2. In the third, take out number 15, and that's Record Month. Race number 4, number 12, Burford, scratching here. On to race 5, number 9, Dundas Lane. Dundas Lane out of the $40,000 Coonji handicap. Now, race number 6 is a springtime handicap, and the scratchings here, 5, Mixed Blessing, and 12, Sheer Lace. 5 and 12 out of race number 6. Race 7, we can take out number 1, Legend Bearer, and in the final event, the scratchings here are number 1, Eastern Classic, number 4, Red Henry, 12, Hot Times, and 14, Silver Shark. Incidentally, in race 7, we don't have a jockey yet for number 8, Bronx Bomber. We'll take a break. It's good to have you racing with us at 7, and we'll go to the Coonji Handicap program. Look at it after this word.
Have I got something special for you? Love mints, love biscuits, and where's Baz? You didn't need to go to all that trouble.
Now you can give your dogs lots of love. Love mints, love biscuits, love tender chunks.
Tonight on
Favourite Classy Tricks from Barrier 2. Vivaray is drawn out wide. They're racing.
On the outside, away pretty well, and so too was a Mario, and going quickly, Ma Petite Cherie with Family Games. And then comes Arctic Lace on the inner. New Biscuits next, a Link, Classy Tricks, and Dalmatia's Daughter, Fiona Star, then Spanish Row. Second last is Pride of Court, and Gracious drops out to last. Going along past the 900, Family Games the inside, ahead on a Mario. A length and a half third is Ma Petite Cherie, and Viva Ray caught out wider. On the inside is Arctic Lace and a length Classy Tricks, followed by New Bisc, and then Dalmatia's Daughter, Fiona Star, Pride of Court, Spanish Row, and Gracious last about 8 or 10 lengths from the leader, Family Games, who at the 550 shades a Mario by a half length. 3 deep is the Hot Pod, Viva Ray, a length though Arctic Lace, and then comes Ma Petite Cherie, and wider out is New Bisc, and Classy Tricks locked away, and Fiona Star heads the others homeward bound at the 300, and Family Games just in front of a Mario and Viva Ray making a line of 3. At a length further back is New Bisc, Ma Petite Cherie, and Classy Trick still trying to get into the open, but Viva Ray dashed away at the 150 and kicked out 2 lengths, and it should be a winning 2 lengths too. Now getting clear is Classy Tricks, but Viva Ray's taken about 3 lengths in front of Classy Tricks down the outside, and as they reach the line, Viva Ray trots in from Classy Tricks. Third home was New Bisc, and then Ma Petite Cherie, followed over on the inside by Arctic Lace, Dalmatia's Daughter. Further back back then came Fiona Star, and then a Mario Pride of Court, Spanish Row and Gracious, and last was Family Games.
Well, there's a good win to that filly there by Masqué, the grey filly, really racing away here. Mark de Montfort aboard, and she's put 4 lengths on them. You'll see Classy Tricks white out here in the Bart Cummings colours get into second position in just a moment. But that's the one in the white cap. But Viva Ray's bolted in from on the outside, Classy Tricks, which gets up to get second. And number 14, Ian thought would get third, and that is New Bisque. But on the line, 3-1-14, called by Ian Craig. And you should pay totes there $1.30 and 65, 70 and $5.15. A big place tote there for the third filly there in the first in Sydney. In Sydney, 3-1-14, 3 Viva Ray, $1.30 and 65, Classy Tricks 70 and third New Biscuit $5, the Quinella $1 even for the 2 favourites, and a trifecta of 3-1-14, a dividend of $68.70, and correct weight on the first up there at Canterbury. Now these 2-year-old
lights racing. On the outside, Trendy Babe again. Well, Blazing Sword jumped all right, but is not showing any pace early. Kingston Heritage has gone through to hit the front with Senor Jester. How Tough is up there with them too. High God's going through on the inside of that bunch towards the leaders, and Bundaberg is up there, followed by Boslin. Oh, Blazing Sword's got a mile back out of it, about 4th last. Coming towards the turn, and Senor Jester's gone to the lead from High God. Kingston Heritage in the box seat, a neck away, and they're followed then by Boslin, the outside of Bundaberg, Trendy Bay, and they're followed by Rhinegrove. Sky Pilot around the outside, 2 lengths away then at the head of the others. How Tough, followed by Blazing Sword, and then Making Sense, and well back behind those horses is Paneria and Sky Pilot. Into the straight, Kingston Heritage quickly went to the front, shot about 2 or 3 in front now from Senor Jester, Trendy Bay, Boslin, then Sky Pilot. Blazing Sword starting to run on. I think he's a stayer, this fellow. Kingston Heritage is going to win easily. Blazing Sword now getting into second place, striding out well, but Kingston Heritage has won it by about 2.5 lengths to Blazing Sword. 3 lengths away third, Trendy Bay. Sky Pilot made up some ground. Mirakai, Boslin battled on Paneria. They were followed further back by Bundaberg, Jamaican Rum, back behind those horses, and then came Roaring Supreme. Making Sense as well back with How Tough. Rhinegrove dropped out of it, and back towards the rear of the field was High God, was one of the last home, and with it was Tempe Flyer. Now,
so they should jump in the cover text. They're off, and Sister Kaz won the start out wide on the track. Dazzling Dye the inside, away very quickly, and quickly exerts her speed and shoots away. 2 in front on settling now from Rama's Romance. Sausalito Sellers 3 deep on the inside. Atomic Boom. They were followed by Fairer Ray, Sister Kaz getting back to midfield. Then further back behind those came Fox Brown, a length and a half. Miranelle on the inside. Back with that Division 2 is getting back in the field. Terrace Venture. Starland's also well back, and as they came towards the side, getting well back out of ground is Just Rosie. They've broken right up behind this leader, which is Dazzling Dye on the turn, led by 3 to in second position. Rama's Romance flat. Sausalito Cell shoved through on the inside and is the only danger to Dazzling Dye. They're 6 in front then of further back Atomic Boom, followed behind that Division, struggling back in the field behind them out wide Sister Kaz, and then Fairer Ray. But Dazzling Dye's got a big break, and what's more, she's got a tailwind behind her. Sausalito Sellers trying to get to her. Sausalito Sellers coming. Dazzling Dye can hardly lift a leg. She's still in front. She got there. Just. Sausalito Cell second. 9 lengths away third, Atomic Boom. Then Fox Brown making ground with Sister Kaz, Fairer Ray. They were followed further back by Starland, Just Rosie. Back in that Division 2 were Miranelle. Passage Princess was always well back. Starland, Terrace Venture back with those. And Miranelle was one of the last in. Rama's Romance beating about 4 to the line.
Right, 13-4-6 called by Ronnie Paps. Ron seems to think that that filly is just hung on to win there, or that mare Dazzling Dye. Sausalito Cell. And a short run home at Gawler. It's only a 200-metre straight over there. Caulfield, run and won by Kingston Heritage by Vane, and a very speedy colt too. Number 7, Kingston Heritage, Kevin Forrester, 190 and 80. Blazing Sword, number 1, second, 70, and number 17, Trendy Bay, $1.50. Quinella for 7 and 1, 1 and 7, $2 even, and the trifecta, a popular one, 7, 1 and 17 of $39.65. Now, we're going to have a look at the replay of
And they're off. Princess Moira won from the outside quickly away, and Sunnybrook got into stride well, and so did Princess Bess and Tantalise, Native Paradise and Lanyard showing speed. A length the show-off Patch, and then comes Lake Havasu, followed by Egypt on the inside, and then Chomp and High Combustion. A good margin away then on the outside, being second last at this particular stage, Charade, and Misty Dollars last. Going to the 800 metres, and Princess Bess goes to the lead narrowly, though. Second, Tantalise. Third is Lanyard on the inside from Princess Moira, High Combustion. Then Native Paradise and Lake Havasu. One to Sunnybrook, scrubbed along from Show-Off Patch and Chomp. A couple of lengths to Egypt on the inside of Charade, and Misty Doll brings up the rear. At the 500, coming up to approach the home corner, and here Tantalise has gone to the lead narrowly. From on the inside, Lanyard. Third is Princess Moira, then Princess Bess and High Combustion. At a length further back, Native Paradise, Sunnybrook and Lake Havasu. Chomp not doing enough at the moment. Around the corner, Tantalise on the outside and Lanyard go together from Princess Moira. Then Lake Havasu, High Combustion and Sunnybrook, but Lanyard fights back on the inside. And Lanyard at the 120, a length on Tantalise. Chomp getting up on the inner, followed by Sunnybrook. But this newcomer, Lanyard, desperately ridden by Tiley, is safely holding Sunnybrook and Chomp, and Lanyard is untroubled. In the old Burnborough colours, Lanyard has beaten Sunnybrook. Chomp third, then High Combustion, Tantalise. Further back then came Princess Moira, then Lake Havasu and the Charade. A good margin, Egypt, then came Native Paradise, Misty Doll, Show-Off Patch, and last Princess Bess.
Well, there's the horse at the significant 75, third number 10 Chomp, $1.25, the Quinella $6.45, trifecta $62.30. And there we have the tote dividends up there at Canterbury for race number 2 on the program, and correct weight, of course, 6, 2 and 10, race number 2.
They seem to be all in the stalls now. Lights on, racing. And Stay Afloat has missed it by about 3 lengths and is back near the rear of the field with Blackjack Lady when they settled down. And one of the first to get going on the outside, Aurora's Duchess, and Open to Offers is showing a lot of speed too, and Pantanella's up with them. They were followed then by Panorama Red with that bunch, and Solar Princess on the outside, and also there is Fast Strike. Cara's Magic over on the inside of them, and then came Bold Desert making some ground. Stay Afloat is back behind them with Lisa Traho. It's back near the rear with Blackjack Lady and Ace Trim. Down towards the 600 metres, Aurora's Duchess just in front of Pantanella. Open to Offers going up 3 deep. Panorama Red, Solar Princess has never been on the track. They were followed back behind them. Cara's Magic looking for a run on the inside, and Fast Strike is handily positioned on the corner. And further back in the field, Ramwasane pull to the outside from Stay Afloat. Aurora's Duchess, Pantanella now tackled by Open to Offers on the outside. Ramwasane coming with a good run. Stay Afloat starting to wind up from well back. There's 4 or 5 in front in line. Bold Desert trying to get through. Cara's Magic's got up on the fence to take the lead with 100 to go. Stay Afloat's finishing fast but too late on the outside. Panorama Red also getting through near the rails, but Cara's Magic's won it from Stay Afloat's got up to run second. Ace Trim third from Bold Desert, and back behind those horses then let's see, would be Blackjack Lady. Aurora's Duchess dropped badly from Pantasol, and then came Ramwasane. Open to Offers tired badly also. Panorama Red in that pack of horses. And Fast Strike is back towards the rear with Lisa Traho and Solar Princess and Lady Tanty just in front of it. Now, official placings in the second event on the program. The Wiggle Handicap, number 6 is the winner. Cara's Magic, ridden by Jay Cassidy. And a beautiful run on the rails behind the leaders and got a nice split in the straight. Number 3 is second, Stay Afloat, ridden by M. Clark. And the judge has called for the photo finish for the minor placings to separate Ace Trim from Bold Desert. No doubt that Ace Trim has run third in that race. Now, in the third event on the program today, you can scratch out number 15, Record Month, and also number 16, Snow Glory.
Light flashing. The racing, Apache Start, Regal Cascade missed it slightly. Ruin Trees, Komowski, Serdar Show miss away quickly. Pichon Lalonde joins in to make a line of 4 shortly after settling. Close Handy, Trimview Wine and Royal Toy pushing up on the inside. Reef Raider is prominent, and in that division Swordfish but wide. Regal Cascade making ground from a slow start, and further back then Quick Prayer, and 3 or 4 away to Gay Roxby. They're going keenly with Show Miss just the leader from Komowski, Serdar, Pichon Lalonde with the run of the race. Hard-ridden Regal Cascade continues continues improving from that slowish start. Further back in the field, then Ruin Trees, but wide. Swordfish, the centre, Royal Toy, the rail, nowhere to go. Then Quick Prayer, followed by Trimview Wine as they come to the turn. Dropping back behind them now, Reef Raider, and a long last is Gay Roxby. On the turn, Komofsky Serda hunts up for home. Drew a length in front. Pichon Lalonde under the whip, and Shell Miss a clear second. Pichon Lalonde back third and not travelling all that well. Then Royal Toy starting to run on, but it's Komofsky Serda, the leader. Pichon Lalonde coming now with Royal Toy, but it'll be too late, and Komofsky Serda's home. Wins it by 2 to Pichon Lalonde. Third, Royal Toy, a tidy effort. Shell Miss fourth, Swordfish further back. Then Gay Roxby followed by Ruin Trees and Quick Prayer together. Then Trimview Wine and a long break to Regal Cascade knocking up again, and back at the tail with it, Reef Radar.
Well, the winner there, number 6, Komofsky Serda, Ralph Matthews, riding the horse there and just got that break. You've got to look for those horses that can race right in the lead there around that tight track at Goulburn. If they can scamper away with a 2 or 3 length break on the turn, they really get run down. And when they jumped away there, Komofsky Serda, number 6, was showing on the totalisator here 170 and 65. 60 for Pichon Lalonde, number 4, and number 7, Royal Toy, was a should-pay tote of $1.05. 6, 4 and 7 called by Ron Fagula, race 2. Number 2 at Caulfield, 6 Cara's Magic. We're going to have a look at the replay in a moment. 10.95, 2.55. 3 Stay Afloat, 70, and 10 Ace Trim, $2.75. The Quinella, $20. The running double, $48.40 for numbers 7 and 6, the first double at Caulfield. And the trifecta, a nice dividend, 6, 3 and 10. If you snared that one, $738.75. We're about to have a look at...
Settles better. Racing this time, Best of Bless jumped out reasonably well, and so too did nearer to the inside Stars and the Stripes, and Purple Lover was nicely away. Now down to the 200 metres, and Best of Bless is just in front from Stars and Stripes, and between them Mr. Siren, or Misty Siren. A length further back on the inside is Purple Lover. Then Goldsborough Girl, Final Scene, a length Zamakima, Sandy's Pleasure. Then comes Neat and Natty, forced very, very wide over Sun King, and one further back on the inside. Next, as they start the run past the Judge, Flying Seagull. Then Ironic Lady and Gold General, and last of all, as they work out of the straight, being at this stage Suburban Girl. 1,300 metres to go, and the Stars and the Stripes the leader now. A length and a half on Misty Siren. On the inside, third is Purple Lover, a length the Best of Bless, and then Goldsborough Girl. Wonder Zamakima on the inside, Sandy's Pleasure in the middle, and Final Scene makes a line of 3. One Neat and Natty, then Sun King, Gold General, Ironic Lady, second last as they race down the back of the course, being Flying Seagull, and a further length Suburban Girl. To the halfway, 9.50 out, Stars and Stripes, and it leads a length and 3/4, getting up on the inside, Purple Lover, followed by Best of Bless on the outside, going up quickly now. And as they race past the 800, Stars and Stripes joined by Best of Bless, a length the Final Scene, or in trouble, Misty Siren, followed then on the inside by Purple Lover. Now as they race to the 600, Stars and Stripes rider quickens up Barker. It leads to Best of Bless, a length away, third, Final Scene, and then comes Sandy's Pleasure making ground from Goldsborough Girl and Purple Lover. One Ironic Lady, then comes Sun King, Zamakima, Neat and Natty, and a good margin Gold General. Forget Misty Siren, Suburban Girl, and the last one as they come round the home corner, being Flying Seagull. Straightening up at the 300, Stars and Stripes in front. Sandy's Pleasure goes after it very quickly, and 3 to Ironic Lady, but Sandy's Pleasure quickly swept alongside Stars and Stripes and takes over. And here's another one maybe for Moses. Ironic Lady's battling on pretty well. The leader, Sandy's Pleasure. Ironic Lady's trying a hard out, but Sandy's Pleasure will just hang on, and Sandy's Pleasure wins at a half length to Ironic Lady. Third was Zamakima, followed home by Goldsborough Girl, Sun King, then Best of Bless, Stars and Stripes. Well, it absolutely walked the last 50, followed by Purple Lover, and then Gold General, Suburban Girl, Flying Seagull, Neat and Natty, and Final Scene and Misty Siren were the last 2 to complete the course.
Sandy's Pleasure just getting in there in race number 3, the 3-year-old filly's 1900 metre test. Sandy's Pleasure getting a winning break, coming home very hard, Ironic Lady, to run second, number 1, and the third going to number 9, Zamakina. So the placings 3, 1 and 9, and as they jumped away, it was 270 and 95 for Sandy's Pleasure. Number 1, Ironic Lady, returning 65, just missing out. And Zamakima, number 9, a should-pay dividend, a nice place tote of $4.95. 3, 1 and 9. Pleasure, 270 and 95. 1 Ironic Lady, 65. 10 Zamakima, or 9 Zamakima, I should say, $5 even. 319, the trifecta there, 171.05. And a Quinella of $3.10 for 1 and 3, or 3 and 1. And correct weight, of course, there for Canterbury race number 3.
Light. Racing this time. Sculpture's Blue jumped all right. Old Refrain began well in the centre, and Blythe Spirit showing plenty of speed wider out. Flying Spot, Amron's Dream. And when they settle down into stride, Old Refrain, Old Refrain it is on the inside, has gone through to take up the running from Lip Hose, and Fairest Pearl getting up on the fences. The lead is hanging a little bit. Let's see, as they going up, Sculpture's Blue's gone up to almost make a line of 3 behind those horses now, followed by Gone. Blythe Spirit is over on the outside. Old Refrain, Fairest Pearl, a length to Sculpture's Blue. Clark's getting to work on Sculpture's Blue. Lip Hose is going well on the inside of Gone, and then Blythe Spirit, Amron's Dream, followed further back by Pegnal. Into the straight, it's Fairest Pearl and Old Refrain together. About a length and a half to Lip Hose. Sculpture's Blue struggling on the outside to try and get to these leaders. Responding to the whip now, Old Refrain has taken the lead, but Sculpture's Blue's wearing it down quickly now, and the favourites raced up to Old Refrain. Sculpture's Blue is the leader from Old Refrain. It's going to win. Blythe Spirit's running on, but Sculpture's Blue's won at 3 parts of a length to Old Refrain. Blythe Spirit a nice third from Lip Hose. Fairest Pearl was back behind them, and they were followed then by Amron's Dream. Pegnal behind them with Gone, Lady de Ragia. Verulam is behind them again, and Ace's Lady. Well back in the field, Flying Spot with Merry Moments and Cozy Fan Tootie and Happy Event. Official placings. In the Mona Nursery, number 2 is the winner. Sculpture's Blue, ridden by M. Clark. Second is number 13, Old Refrain, ridden by D. Gauchi. And third, number 5, Blythe Spirit, ridden by B. Thompson. 2, 13 and 5.
Number 3, Caulfield, 2, 13 and 5. 2, the favourite, Sculpture's Blue, ridden by Michael Clark, 85 and 65. 13, Old Refrain, 95, and 5, Blythe Spirit, the one to watch from that race too. $1.40, 2, 13, 5, the trifecta, 34.75. Quinella, $3.85, and the running double I'll check for you in a moment because they're about to go Gawler.
Hawk and India's Rajiv Gandhi are fighting to bring the issue of Fiji up for discussion.
Melbourne dropping back, Pavement Courtship showing some speed, and in a bit of a battle for the early leaders, they're about to link up onto the course proper. There's a keen go here with Yamble King the inside and splitting them, Pavement Courtship and Sir Aurealis 3 wide. 2 lengths to Red Robin, 1.5 then to Real Mover, settling nicely, about 4 or 5 off the lead, and 3 or 4 away to Lord Alban. Slipping along the far side, Yamble King is going keenly now, shot away, 2.5 in front of Sir Aurealis, and the pace is generous. On the inside was Pavement Courtship, a length and a half to 2 Red Robin, 2.5 away as the pace quickened, losing a little bit of ground Real Mover, and 3 away last of all is Lord Alban. Yamble King at the 600 metre mark, led by 2.5. 2 in second position, Pavement Courtship, Sir Aurealis. Red Robin sweeping through on the inside of it, and then Real Mover as they pack up from behind, and Lord Alban tacks up with the body, but it's Yamble King by 2.5. In second position now, Pavement Courtship, a Red Robin joining in, Real Mover taking time to pick them up. Lord Alban's got up on its inside, but immediately ran into a brick wall and had to check off the heels of the stablemate Pavement Courtship, and last was Sir Aurealis. Red Robin, though, swooped on Yamble King for home. Real Mover is starting to race greenly, but it's Red Robin ducking clear. He's 2 or 3 in front. Lord Alban's made up a power of ground. He'll get up for run second. Real Mover third, disappointing, but Red Robin goes to the line and does it well. Red Robin by 2.5. Second placing Lord Alban. Third placing the Real Mover. Somewhat disappointing, the favourite, and they were followed by Yamble King, Pavement Courtship, and last in, a long last, in fact, Sir Aurealis.
Now, Red Robin, number 4, the winner there over number 2, Lord Alban, and 1 will be third, Real Mover. And Red Robin, when they jumped away, was showing 380 and 140. 2, Lord Alban, a should pay of 165. And there'll be no third, of course, with only 6 runners there. 4, 2 and 1 on race number 3 at Gawler. Now, Canterbury, we're going to look at the comparison of odds in a moment, but first of all, Gawler race number 4.
Away they go. Port of Capsali didn't jump well, and likewise Sir Tego Lad. Todd Ella Gold from the outside, best to begin from Fine Edge. Champagne Party is third, followed by Port of Capsali going quickly now, followed by Big Tex and a length to Tobur. 1 True Cobber, 1 Basilius, then Brave Hero, the original, and Sir Tego Lad last. As they get past the 950 and Todd Ella Gold, straight across onto the rails. 3/4 Port of Capsali. A length the Champagne Party between Fine Edge the inside and Big Tex wider out. A length the Brave Hero and then Tobur, followed by True Cobber and Basilius. Second last Tego Lad and the original trails. At the 600 and Todd Ella Gold headed by Port of Capsali. Big Tex a length off third, and then Fine Edge on the inside. Champagne Party hard ridden over Brave Hero. A length Basilius and True Cobber next. At the 400 and this newcomer Port of Capsali kicked away to Todd Ella Gold and and Big Tex. A length the Fine Edge and a length Champagne Party. Homeward Bound and Port of Capsali, 2 on Big Tex and Todella Gold. Then Champagne Party and Fine Edge, but they've still got to catch Port of Capsali, and they don't look as though they can. And it's Port of Capsali, in fact, increasing his lead now on Champagne Party, followed by Big Tex and True Cobber, but this new son of Swift Gun and Swift Test, Port of Capsali, wins very easily from Champagne Party. All for third, Big Tex and True Cobber. It's very tight from Fine Edge and the original Basilius, Todella Gold, Satigo Lad, Brave Hero, and Tabur was last.
Well, that's a very impressive win there by Port of Capsali. Mark de Montfort, the rider, and it was a little bit slow to get going. It's trotted in there from number 3, Champagne Party, and they've called for a photo for third, but a very impressive debut for this first up at Port of Capsali there in race number 4 at Canterbury. 7, Port of Capsali, 6.35 and 1.55. 3, Champagne Party, 70. For the place number 2, True Cobber, 40. For the place number 5, Big Tex, 40. Cornella, $10.60, 2 trifecta dividends, 732, $46, and the other dividend, 735, $42.75. 7-3 in a dead heat between 2 and 5 for the third placing up there at Canterbury.
They stand racing. And on the inside, Sample a fraction slow. Garrison beat them out, began brilliantly from Cadonia Boy and Raw Edge going fast in the early stages of the race. Top Innings got away about 3rd or 4th. Ultravite pushing through in the centre from Iskra, and then Above Deck is trapped a bit deep. They're followed by Taranui on the inside. Then around them on the outside goes White Wonder, and they were followed then by Chetford in that bunch of horses. They're very tightly packed here. Taranui got pushed back a little bit, and Cadonia Boy, another one, seemed to suffer there. Potrero's back about 3rd last at this stage now as they come down the side of the track, and Leisure is back near the rear with the Bourbon Court. As they come down by the 800 now, and Above Deck's gone around them to lead a little over a length here from Ultravite. White Wonder the outside from Garrison. Top Innings seems to be going well. Iskra's going to make a run, but is going to be very wide on the track from Chetford, and then Raw Edge on the rails. Taranui trying to get out over on the inside from Detenu. Potrero is well back with Sample and Leisure back towards the rear, and last of all Bordeaux Court. On the corner they race now, and Above Deck on the inside. Ultravite hard ridden. White Wonder out 4 deep. Top Innings 5 wide. Iskra making a run. Garrison trying to get through. Top Innings is not going all that well. Above Deck and Ultravite, and coming at them, Iskra's going very well. Garrison trying to get out, and Chetford also. It's Iskra taking the lead with about 50, 100 metres to go. Coming hard, Potrero, and Leisure down the outside is grabbing them all. Potrero and Leisure are going to fight it out, and Leisure's gone home best. Won by a head to Potrero. Iskra 3rd. 4th was Taranui, who flashed home on the outside, and then came Ultravite and Sample, White Wonder. They were followed by Detenu in that pack, and Ultravite over on the rails. Above Deck dropped well out of it, so did Top Innings, Garrison, and Raw Edge, one of the last with Cadonia Boy and also Bordeaux Court. Aye, gee, they came home strongly in that. Potrero, after Iskra had looked the winner, Potrero, and then Leisure down the outside, absolutely flew, and has got up to score. Number 8, Leisure, ridden by that man Greg Hall, who's having a great carnival. Number 8, Leisure, ridden by Greg Hall, was first. Second is number 3, Potrero, K. Russell. It's a photo for third between Iskra and Taranui, who came home strongly on the outside. Iskra's probably just gained 3rd placing. Top
5, the win tote there, 3.05 a place. Number 3, Potrero, 1.15. Number 4, Iskra, $1.35. The Cornella, $43.40. Trifecta, 8, 3 and 4, a dividend of $1,125.40 for 8, 3 and 4. And we'll check that running double for you. We'll have that dividend. $26.70, $26.70 for the on-course running double. Moving into line very well over there at Gawler, winding.
Racing now. And away pretty tidily too, with the exception of Lindy Lou Lass. Pretty Girl Eve came out running, and so did Drill Fox from over on the inside going through Court Cobbler. With it too was Mighty Nero. Catarap Corunna's deep, and in the pack